It's just standard. We're all locked in right now to everything we have to do. We're preparing really well. Everyone's really focused, so it's been nice. It's been nice. Everyone's really buying in.
Twice last week, they drove inside the 10-yard line. You guys made them settle for field goals. What does it take to keep a team out of the end zone like that?
3 or nothing. That's our mentality, and that's what we plan on doing every time we get down to the red zone. So there's not really a plan or anything like that. It's just what our standard is. If we get down there, it's something that we did, and you're going to leave with 3.
I know the fans, it's big talk, great fans, whatever, but the false starts and stuff they're causing now. I mean, it's 14 and 2 home games. How big has that been?
It's been real nice to have them start behind the stick, especially on a P and 10 situation. So the fans doing a great job, especially that end zone. I'm not really good with directions with the one down there. So, they do a great job of getting engaged and keeping everybody engaged. And, it's hard to hear for us. So I know it's kind of hard for the offense. So it's real nice.
You guys have been so good against the pass. I mean, Mountain West quarterbacks are 11 of 44 against you guys for 131 yards. What has led to that success?
It's the whole defense as a whole. The D-line coming in doing what they do, our linebackers doing what they do, and it makes the job as us DBs easier. All we got to do is cover at that point, and that's what we practice every day. So it's not really something that we're doing. It's something that Coach D's doing. It's something that the D-line's doing. Everybody's having a part in that. And, as it just feels great to have our job be easier with the people up front that we have.
With that being said, how much more of a test will Fresno State be passing attacks so far?
They have a good passing attack. We're up for the challenge, and we'll just see how it goes.
What makes their receivers good?
They're just really fast. They're really vet receivers, NFL-type receivers, so it's going to be a good challenge for us. So, we're looking forward to it, and I know they are too.
When Tyreek Jones picked off that, I think on the first play of the second half, what was your feeling on the field?
Oh, it felt good. We needed that change of momentum. Having a half start off like that for the opposing team is not really a good start for them. So now they're having to backtrack and really play catch-up ball at that point. So it was nice to start off the half like that, get our offense in a position where all they got to do is, what Taylor did. So, it's really nice to set everybody up like that, and that was a great play by him. For sure.
Kind of settle it down. I guess, it's not like you guys are out of the game.
Yeah, we don't panic. We don't panic at all. We walked in that halftime confident as any other game. There was no shift or anything like that. We knew we were going to come out and do the second half, so it didn't really shift anything or change anything. It just started the run that we went on, 35 unanswered. But we were as confident as you can be going into that halftime. We knew we were going to come out and do.
Yeah, we live in an era of college athletics where guys, they transfer, they're not happy with playing time and stuff like that. See DJ Schramm get out and reap the benefits of it. How cool is that?
DJ, man. DJ's been under the radar for a couple of years now. I'm glad to see him doing what he's doing right now. It makes me a little bit upset because he's taking away all my tackles, but it's all right. It's making my job way easier. And DJ's going crazy right now. He's playing like an NFL linebacker, so I'm glad to see him doing that. He works hard. He's locked in, and yeah, it's just reaping the benefits of everything he's put in.
Coach D said he's everybody's favorite guy on the team. There's nobody that doesn't like him. Mm-hmm. What is your take on that?
Everybody love DJ, man. I can't even describe DJ or what he is, but every time you walk with a DJ, he for sure gonna put a smile on your face and make sure that you have a good day. I ain't never seen DJ have a bad day or walk in with his face down or anything like that. So having somebody like that, especially in that middle linebacker group, it just brings up the whole defense. They're a big part of the defense, that linebacking core. So it's real nice, and he gets everybody going. I love DJ for that.
Rodney and Shea have seen a lot of playing time this season. Where have you seen those guys grow the most in the past couple months?
Just becoming vets, just maturing as individuals and as football players. They're young guys, but they're maturing real fast for us and doing everything that we're asking them to do at the best of their ability. And they're playing great football right now. So both of those guys are working real hard. They're preparing every week, dedicating time. It takes a lot. It takes a bit of growth to dedicate the time you're supposed to as a young guy to this game. You can't just come in and play college football. So they've grown in that aspect, and just as people, it's nice to see my little guys growing up, so it makes me happy.
What have you noticed in practice about Dirk Cutter, Taylor Green, Sam Bidlack, kind of the new triplets, if you will, with this offense? What have you seen?
I haven't seen too much. We kind of are separated at times, scheming up our own side of the ball, so I haven't seen too much. But from the things I do see, I could see Coach Cutter's very engaged with them and teaching them things that he knows and how to make the game easier and more simpler for them. I even talk to Coach Cutter sometimes. He makes it simple for me to know what some offenses are running. So it's very nice to have a guy like that, especially a 20-year vet at the highest level. You don't really find too many people like that, especially being coached under. So he's doing a great job of understanding them and playing to their strengths. And, yeah, I just see a good connection between them.
Have you asked him yet? Obviously, he's got a long NFL record of drafting and scouting. Have you said, "Hey, coach"?
No, I don't talk about those things right now. I'm focused on the championship. That NFL stuff that's for January or December. I don't really care about that right now. So yeah, that's just my whole vibe. If anybody's wondering, I don't really care about the NFL. I'd rather stay away from those questions if possible the next time we do interview. But that's just I'm more focused on running the ship right now because we're in the gauntlet. You guys know what these next weeks are coming up for us. So this determines our season, and my season is determined by winning the championship. So that's how I felt.
I know it's one game and you guys move on, win or lose, 24-hour rule, whatever. But you think about how quiet that flight probably was back from UTEP. One game seems like it made a big difference in the fan base and whatever, just the excitement for the rest of the season now that you got that home win. I mean, do you guys have I don't know if you feel like you have a new life on the season, or I mean, do you feel like you guys are obviously still playing for a lot now? I mean, how much better does it feel, I guess, now compared to a week and a half ago?
No, it feels no different. Honestly, that was just the media and people on the outside really determining how we felt. Nobody really knew how we felt. That was really an in-house type of thing. We weren't worried at all. We looked at that game and said we knew we were better. We moved on from it, and we won't happen again. So that was just the outside noise being portrayed to have us in the fluster. But we were cool. We were perfectly fine. That flight home was quiet, of course, but it was a realization for us, and we'll be fine. We'll be good.
How much fun did you guys have on Friday, though? I mean, looking at the sideline, it wasn't just one guy. It was pretty much everybody looked like they were really enjoying.
Yeah, being back home, especially just having that game after the game we had against UTEP, just finally getting our groove back and our confidence back. We just had to. It was just really everything that we had. You guys know what happened during that week, so we were fighting a lot of things that week. So it was just good to finally let loose and let all of our, feelings out in the game of football, and it just felt good. Everybody was happy, and it's not really that one game is one game though. We're not really worried about that anymore. We're worried about Fresno and continuing to make that feeling happen every week.
One thing I remember that Khalil did last year, if you look at him on the sideline, he was like in every position throughout the game. Like he'd be over with the defensive line and the offensive line. I just noticed that with you at the game the other day. It seemed like you were over with the offensive line at the moment. Saw Riley Smith over with the defensive line saying, "Hey, we're going to get this going."
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel like that's important?
That's important because it's showing that you have trust in your brothers. Walking up to a man and telling them we got you. You can't really fake that. So having each other do that and letting each other know that we have our bags and the offense is playing bad, all right, lean on the defense. We'll get y'all the ball back and y'all get in y'all groove and let's go. We play off of each other, and that's what those type of moments are for, to just show each other that we play off of each other and we're with each other and we're family.
Whether it's Talon and George or Talon and Ashton, how tough does it make it on the defense to have two athletes like that in the backfield?
That's a three-headed monster. Taylor is the fastest guy on the team. George is one of the best backs in the nation, and Ashton is one of the best freshmen in the nation. So having to scheme against that, it takes a lot. You got to worry about three different people who all have different attributes and all can hurt you at the same time. So it just makes them have to worry about a lot more, and it's just a lot more they have to have on their plate.
Numbers have been great on like third downs and red zone, et cetera. The only number I think that's kind of down is turnovers. So is there some things you can do? You got a very well-timed one with Tyreek, but overall it seems like maybe you guys haven't had as many as in the past.
We're searching for them. It's something that's very key to our defense, something that we're searching for, but also it's kind of hard when you're getting people off on the first third down in the game. So those can also count as turnovers in a sense, but it's just not necessarily counted as that. But we're for sure trying to search for some more. We have some opportunities. We left some out there at San Diego State with a couple balls on the ground we just weren't able to get on. So we're just trying to focus on the little things. So that way when that does happen the next time, we're in the correct position to get that and cause a turnover and get the ball on the 10 instead of the -40.